And your next fight is an amateur MMA battle set for three 3-minute rounds in the NFC bantamweight division. Making his way to the cage out of the blue corner. He steps into the cage tonight at a height of 5 feet 9 inches tall, having weighed in at 136.7 pounds. He trains with Gwinnett Training Academy, and he fights out of Lawrenceville, Georgia. And tonight, he defends an undefeated record of 2 wins and 0 losses. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you, Jared Lee!
It's the Matrix Man, quickly becoming one of Atlanta's favorite young fighters, Jared Lee.
Young, flashy, and talented.
This young man coming out to the Pixies. I was not expecting that.
Remember at the old house I said you was going to be a big star one day? I'm so proud of you. Polo G.
And now, please welcome his opponent making his way out of the red corner. He steps into the cage tonight looking to redeem a record of 0 wins and 2 losses. His height, 6 feet 1 inch tall, and his weight, 135.4 pounds. He trains with X3 Sports, and he fights out of Atlanta, Georgia, by way of Phoenix, Arizona. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you, David Headley.
David Headley, he's 24 years old, stands 6'1". His third bout, looking to pick up his first W, training out of X3 Sports. What about we have coming up here? David Headley in the red, Jared Lee in the black. And do not let Jared Lee's 2-0 record be deceiving. That's MMA. Also, a lengthy history of Muay Thai and kickboxing fights. 3 3-minute rounds with Brett Walters in charge.
He can throw kicks from in tight.
Now, right off the bat, Zach, David Headley's saying, I'm not leaving space for all this kicky stuff.
Oh, that's take a point. Take a point. He's grabbing the fence. What did Brett not do anything about? Oh, God, that was...
A little late, but I'm glad he caught it.
He needs to take a point and put him on the ground. That was egregious, and he had to kind of work a lot to get him down, and he would have had a better position there. There's no way he's going to... That's just a tough, probably, I mean, I know Brett's a solid rep, but he is newer, so situations like that are hard. Yeah, that's tough. I wondered if he was just staring at, he was a little close. He's got to watch. He's going to get a point taken.
Zach, as the wrestler, you could really talk to this. Trying to get someone with long legs like that off the ground with a waist lock, incredibly difficult.
Yeah, it's and I feel like it got kind of taken away, and it's hard to get back in there, but we'll see.
Now, we know Jared Lee loves to pick you from the outside with those kicks, but I have never seen Jared fight someone this much taller than him.
He's looking great. His hands are nice and high. Good guard. He's been getting hit a couple shots, but, I mean, this is MMA. Both these guys are solid on the feet.
Where Jared's going to have to be careful. He's going to have to really move his head, which he's not typically a slip, bob, and weave kind of guy. He fights more upright, uses his kicks, but he's given up major reach here. David has come to fight here. I mean, this is a former basketball player, very athletic. You see that wide stance. David's going to be able to move in and out very quickly.
Jared gets that kick up high. He was looking, quickly, excuse me.
He does, and he does a good job of disguising his kicks. He can put them in all angles, and it's very hard to read.
Here he goes. He's got a high crotch. He's got to get his hips in and elevate. And it'll be relatively easy if he can just get those hips in, but abandons that. Still finds himself with the left underhook. David's got the whizzer. Not a very relatively strong one, just enough to kind of keep him off with the shoulder strike there. A la 2020 pre-pandemic Conor McGregor, when everyone thought that was going to be all the rage. Jared Lee gets him down immediately to the back. Hunts for the choke right off the rip. No strikes to the head until later on in the night.
A little extra time here because of the stoppage. Flatten him out. He's got short time to work. 10 seconds.
I always wonder how many of the crowd is not in the know of no punching to the head of a grounded opponent.
They're like,
are
God,
just
this guy's stupid.
Yo.
If that was me, I'd punch him in the face.
Yeah.
Well, a controversial first round, but both men showing out, ready to go. Jared Lee, what will probably be his last bout at amateur MMA, his first two. He could always still choose to fight somebody. But if he wins today, goes 3-0, that seems unlikely. And Jared's first two MMA fights came out with a ninja choke, followed up by a TKO, so he likes to finish. For David Headley, looking to get that first W, but make no mistake, his first two bouts while losses, both close, both decision losses. One to Liam O'Brien and then Brandon Jones. So great matchup here by our matchmaker, Jesse Wable. As you can see in that first round, lots of athleticism on display. First round, David Headley got in there real quick. Let's see if he follows up in suit.
Yeah, keeping that pace, that explosiveness can be hard throughout the fight. So let's see if he can keep it. Oh, beautiful head kick. Just missed. I don't like how Jared's shooting from a distance with no setup. I would say that would be my one criticism I've seen so far of his game, but we haven't seen much of him, and he's 19 years old. So.
And he really hasn't never had to use him.
That's true. And he's also done a lot of, like you said, kickboxing bouts, 5 bouts, so.
It's typical when you're giving up this much size, you want to close the distance. But he's doing a great job with these kicks.
I'd like to see him throw a double if he's going to shoot the shot. Double
Great
jab.
counter.
There he goes. Good entry, but his head's down, I think, is his problem. Which is going to be your head or your body goes where your head goes. So if your eyes are facing down, you're going to go down. You got to drive through them, cut a corner. Nice transition there as I say that to the trip with his head up.
This kid continues to adapt every time we see him. Now Headley with just such long legs here. When he sprawls out, it's going to be real hard to get him off his feet.
Guillotine attempt here. He had the good pressure on the head, but Jared Lee wise to it. Hunting for that good transition, just as I was talking about it. He does a good job going from the single to the double. A lot of guys will try to wrench that leg and separate themselves and disconnect. But oftentimes it's used when you need to transition to the double. So good job there by Jared, but David's starting to show signs of exhaustion. No feet movement here.
One minute remaining in the second round. This round has really been all Jared Lee.
Beautiful.
Ooh, but David said, I got putting those long legs to good use.
Jared's got him pressed. Good head position here with an underhook as he looks to drop, but David just kind of face palms in there for a second. He's got to kind of swivel and get that head out from being pushed down. David's doing a good job defending by pushing that head down. We separate.
Jared Lee caught him earlier with that counter cross. Generally not a counter you see by the shorter guy, but and we got some blood coming out of Jared's nose as we go into our third and final round.
Jared Lee's boxing reminds me of someone, but it's just on the tip of my tongue. Just the way he keeps his hands up high and good defense the whole way. It'll come to me, but I'm impressed overall. We knew his stand-up was good, but his hands have been looking pretty solid too.
Jake Paul?
Logan Paul.
Oh.
The worst of the boxers.
I'm not even sure I ever watched Logan Paul box. I know he did that. I don't think I watched any of them. I only watched Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson because it was on, and it sucked. It'll be the last one I watched.
I did not. I fought 10 minutes before that and
That's right.
just kind of hung out.
I watched it in the car on the way home, and it helped me to sleep real good. Third round, Headley and Lee. David Headley gonna need to pull something out here.
Ooh, big shot. He goes a little low on that. I mean, maybe it's smart because you can't punch to the head.
Right.
So.
I was gonna say, you won't be able to do that in the future, but you can tonight.
He's got to work his way, build up, climb up, maybe do a body lock to where he can really control and suck him off the cage. Doing a good job collecting that leg. But the hips of David Headley turning out on his way to the feet. Jared now has the back standing. Big knee.
By far the most grappling we've ever seen out of Jared Lee.
Yeah, maybe this is something he wanted to do, you know, knowing that there's no punches to the head, just really get a lot of grappling in, get that experience. But David here, hunting guillotine. He doesn't have his hands locked in. He might, oh, he almost had the power guillotine.
Oh.
He's got a ninja choke. Oh no, just a power guillotine. That's tight. That's tight. I don't know how he didn't finish that there. What a way to tough it out. Jared Lee finds himself now on his back with a minute remaining.
Yeah, sometimes when you have that much height, you can just snatch a guillotine and just use that leverage to make it miserable.
His arms might have been too long there, Jim.
Yeah, very well might have left some excess space combined with how slippery they've got to be.
I'll tell you, I needed a little bit of that in my last fight. A little bit of, I need to get out of here.
Oh, Austin has really good form on that. I had to watch the replay to see how he...
Oh, you every night before you go to bed, you watch the replay.
Every time Zach angers me, I'm just like, well, yeah, I'll watch this footage.
He was a lot tighter on that, but yeah, these guys, amateurs, that was a good attempt there. But Jared, looking for the finish here with 15 seconds remaining. I don't know if he'll be able to find it, but what a way to get out of that choke and find himself in a dominant spot.
Great scrap here. Goes to the judges. Headley and Lee.
Fun fight. Both guys exhausted. Love to see it when you give everything, you can't stand up.
And what will most likely be the final amateur MMA bout is that they can still choose to compete against somebody with under 3 fights, but especially for Jared, who's going to pick up a W here, I'd imagine nobody with less than 3 is going to want to take him on. Great showing, great bout. Judges are having to work for that paycheck tonight. Fans, once again, you can join us in person at NFC 179. That's Friday, August 22nd at FaZe Events in Alpharetta. And then we'll be back here at the Battery on Friday, September 19th. You can get tickets for both shows right here on the website. Speaking of which, make sure to follow us, NFC Fighting, on Instagram. Leave a comment under one of tonight's videos or pictures, and promoter David Oblis will issue a free pair of tickets to one of our next 2 fights to one random user. So drop a comment, an emoji, under one of tonight's videos or pictures.
Ladies and gentlemen, following 3 grueling rounds, this decision has gone to your judges' scorecards. Your first judge, Brett McKeon, sees this battle with scores of 29-28 for Lee. Your second judge, CJ Cogleiser, sees it 30-27 for Headley. Your third and final judge, John Marigliano, sees it 30-27 for your winner by split decision. Out of the blue corner, Jared Lee.
All right, congratulations are in order. You are undefeated, 3-0. This win hit a little differently. You don't look happy, but you're still walking away with that W. Walk me through what happened.
Well, I'm happy I won. I just want to say my opponent, David, gave me my toughest fight in any sport I've done. So thank you to him. He was being underestimated. I didn't underestimate him. It was a great fight. I know my friends are going to make fun of me a little bit for wrestling, but yeah, he hit me with some good shots. But I'm good. I'm perfect.
You're good, a couple bumps and bruises. Going out of that first round, I noticed you switched things up. He came out super aggressive in round 1. What did your corner tell you, and how did you make adjustments?
The thing is, I knew he was going to do that, but I just felt a little bit flat on my feet. I knew he was going to be aggressive and throw a lot of winging punches, but some of them connected because that's just fighting.
Well, I know you didn't get here alone. Every time you win, you've got 40 million people jumping into the photo. Your fans, they were going crazy for you right there. I saw you on top. You were in full mount and looked over at Sam and like waved. So what do you want to say to your friends and family here tonight?
Well, thank you to everyone who came out. Thank you to anyone who was excited to watch me fight. My next fight won't be that close. And thank you guys to my friends. They helped me cut weight right there, Tyler. And Dawood somewhere, Devon, Nico. Thank you to all of you guys.
Well, before I let you go, you said something about your next fight. Well, you're this exciting fighter, and Jesse Wable already came to me about your #1 contender. I'm going to bring him on in here to the cage. His name is Brian Griffin Jr. Come on in. Can we get a face-off? All right. You guys were looking forward to that. Make sure you log on to NFCfighting.com to check out when that next fight is. You guys put your hands together for tonight's winner, Jared Lee.